How to overcome creative blocks? I was actually trying to walk through my creative ruts before making this video. As a content creator and a PhD student, these two sides of me both require me to have a lot of creative output. Sometimes I have a sudden burst of inspiration, but most of the time, I feel stuck. In today's video, I want to share with you how I walk through creative blocks. The first thing I do is something physical, something so simple like walking away from my laptop. By moving your body, you can get your blood flow, get some fresh air, and get enough oxygen for your brain cells. Like taking a shower, that's how I can clear my mind and deal with my writer's block. Haruki Murakami says in his book, "What I talk about when I talk about running, exercising sharpens the pencil of his creativity." Although I don't have a daily habit of running, I do like to go out for a walk. Perhaps my mind is still wandering about ideas, but changing the scenery can give me a new perspective to look at things. I like walking around without any purpose, just by observing the blue sky, the flow of the river, smelling the fresh-cut grass, feeling the ambience around me. By doing this, you can live in the moment. Observe the small joys, because inspiration always comes from life. I also like to increase my creative input by watching films, TV shows, and going around museums and exhibitions. ACME is one of my favorite places in Melbourne for inspirations. It's Australia's National Museum of Screen Culture and is the best place to navigate the universe of film, TV, video games, and art. As a media student myself, I love to learn about the history of media and digital culture in a place like this, their centerpiece exhibition, the story of the moving image, because it's not only informative, but it's also very interesting, interactive, and inspiring. I think the arts always have the magic of inspiring people. Sometimes we may not fully understand why an artwork was put in a certain way, but we always have our own interpretations. Just like Shakespeare's saying goes, "There are 1,000 Hamlets in 1,000 people's eyes." That is why arts are unique, and that is why I like to learn knowledge, enjoy the visuals, the sound, and collect inspirations by walking through different exhibitions at ACME. You can even collect your favorite artworks and creations in the exhibition by using a lens, which is a little device you can take home and check out the information you save when exploring the exhibition. I find it very useful to collect ideas and inspirations. I have a few physical notebooks and note-taking apps to collect all of my random thoughts. Or a mood board with all the visually pleasing elements can also help you design and organize ideas. I guess many creative people may not know how they can stay creative, but I'm sure they all have their ways of collecting thoughts. To wrap up this video, I think my advice is that you shouldn't wait for inspiration to arrive, but you need to seek it by yourself, to explore the world, to try the things that you haven't done before, to get new experience, because inspiration not only comes from life, it also comes from within yourself.